And here we go. The day has finally come. Not only is Jordan Love back, signed a new deal, the highest paid player of all time, but also the pads are on as well. The offense trying to get back into the swing of things after Sean Clifford, Michael Pratt, and Jacob Eason basically gave the defense 18 picks. Just kidding, that's an over-exaggeration, but the offense is back, starting to get to work, and we have a lot of news, notes, highlights with another practice under their belt here for Green Bay training camp. Now, before we jump into the video, I want to do a massive shout out to all of the Packers media members out there who work so hard every day getting these highlights out for us. And I'm telling you right now, guys, if you went and followed them on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it right now, you would not regret it. They post highlights and news and notes from every practice in real time. Go follow those three guys at the top left of your screen. And then there's so many more like Andy Herman and just so many, right? Go follow them on X and you're going to be, up to date with every single practice. But with that being said, let's kind of dive into the video and talk about Jordan Love's first day back here in Green Bay. Now, Jordan Love, as expected, was a little bit rusty, throwing some behind some of his receivers. One to Dontavion Wicks, a little bit over his head. He had one to Christian Watson, was slightly thrown behind him. And then he had one to Wicks on an out route, threw it a little bit too wide. But once he started to get back into rhythm, we started to see him making a couple of different plays. But I won't lie to you guys, the defense once again looked amazing. Quay Walker had a diving interception on Love. Love was under pressure. The defense, created pressure right away, getting into the backfield. He decided to loft it up to Musgrave, but he wasn't even ready yet because, again, they forced that football out quickly from Jordan Love, and Quay made an awesome diving pick. So listen, Love was 0 for 4 to start, but considerably better once we got into some more team 11 on 11s and drills going forward. Now, the first period of the first padded practice, we even got a little bit of a fight. It was between Dontavion Wicks and Keyshawn Nixon. They went right after it, and you know what? This is what practice is going to be like. This is what's going to happen when you have guys coming in here working, competing to not only make a team but save their career for some of these guys, specifically lower down the depth chart. Maybe not these two guys specifically. There's going to be a lot of competitive nature. There's going to be a lot of guys ready to work and ready to compete. So that's kind of what the tension was right away. But for the starting offensive line today, you had Walker, you had Ryan, you had Jenkins, Morgan, and Telford was your starting right tackle. For your defense, you had McDuffie, Walker, and Wilson. Bullard was next to McKinney. We've seen Anthony Johnson Jr. get some starting reps. We've seen Evan Williams get some starting reps. But today was Bullard's day. Okay, we're going to get into a little bit of that later on. Slayton was starting at defensive tackle alongside Kenny Clark. But guys, listen, you are going to be pumped about Javon Bullard. Had a deflection on a quick slant to Watson early on in practice. That was beautiful, but that was really just beginning. Javon Bullard and Edgerrin Cooper combined for a stop in the run game, right before the scuffle broke out. But a really good play by both those rookies there. Javon Bullard, Edgerrin Cooper really starting to make a difference on this defense pretty much right away. Now, getting a little bit further into practice, Andre Dillard started to rotate in with the one at right tackle. And this was something that was interesting to me because Dillard has been struggling over the last 3 days, really being consistent in terms of, containing the edge, helping his quarterback stay good in the pocket. And, we started to get some more look with the one. So that was good. We'll see him start to ramp it up a little bit more and continue to get better as time goes on. But they're going to need him. As long as Zach Tom's not here at practice, they're going to need someone to be that right tackle. So hopefully someone can really step up over the next few weeks here, or a few days, I guess you could say. It won't be too long for his back. But let's get back into some more plays here. We had a nice one by Isaiah McDuffie early in practice, and Eric Wilson both, stopping the running back in the backfield for a big-time loss. Emmanuel Wilson was cool. He had a nice little couple of runs today. So shout out to Emmanuel Wilson. He's the guy that, again, they have a lot of high hopes for. A couple of really good practices back to back to back. As long as Marshawn Lloyd is dealing with that hip injury, he's going to get a ton of, opportunity. Now, Love dropped a dime, completed to Romeo Doubs over the middle, and it seemed like at this point, Jordan Love started to really get heated up, man. Hit Jayden Reed on an out route in front of Xavier McKinney for 15 yards, then hit Christian Watson on a crosser for 20 yards, hit Romeo Doubs on a crosser for 16 yards, avoided a sack, threw it down to Josh Jacobs. Boom. I mean, this dude was looking really good. So yeah, there was a little bit of rust early, but once he found his stride, the dude was insane. Now, before we get any further into the video, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button so not only we can get this video out to more Packers fans around the world, but also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and we will be covering the Packers and Jordan Love throughout all of training camp, more importantly, preseason. We're going to be breaking down film of every single game, even during the regular season as well, so make sure you guys are here for that. And lastly, if you want to watch some of their preseason games live with me, kind of react to it and break down the film in real time, follow my Twitch. Going to be live streaming some of their games this year, Matty Dubs with 3 S's, or you can find the link in the description below. With that being said, let's kind of dive back into the video a little bit. Jayden Reed had a really nice move off a quick pass and got a lot more extra yards off it. Jayden Reed's a guy they think could really break out this year in terms of yards after catch, and I kind of agree, man. This dude is quick, he's nimble, and he's elusive, so very athletic. I'm excited for Jayden Reed. Sean Clifford, didn't really have a great day today once again. He's, in my opinion, falling down the depth chart. At some point he will, right? But high snap, Clifford couldn't haul it in, not really his fault. Edgerrin Cooper had another big time play. I believe he had 3 run stops in the backfield not in a row, but in this practice. So that was huge. Love had another beautiful ball in the middle to Jayden Reed. And Jayden Reed's getting the majority of those first team reps. And then boom, we had Jacob Eason come into the game. Javon Bullard in the secondary, pick 6. Absolutely amazing day. Bullard with a couple of big time TFLs, couple of big time PBUs, but then ends it off with a pick 6. Got a great jump on the route versus Dimitri Stanley. Looked Jacob Eason down the entire time, jumped the route. An amazing play by him. Manuel Wilson ended off practice getting another big-time run, picked up about 30 yards. So again, like we said earlier, Manuel Wilson, he's a guy who's really getting it going. Love threw a touchdown to Romeo Doubs for a touchdown. The offense finally was able to get a touchdown versus his defense. Jordan Love then hits Christian Watson for a 50-yard play. Probably the best offensive play of the week. We haven't seen the offense move the ball past like the 7-yard mark so far. That's maybe another exaggeration. But Jordan Love, you can just tell this team is just so much better as of late, man. Now that he's back, this team is just kind of hitting a stride, hitting a rhythm, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful to see. I'm so glad he's back. I'm so glad that Jordan Love got the contract that he deserved, and so far so good, paying off in practice. Javon Bullard ended up popping Musgrave after a play. Not really a dirty hit, but one that was felt, man. Javon Bullard, in my opinion, could be the starting safety for this team. You also have to keep an eye on of Evan Williams and Anthony Johnson Jr. But let me know what you guys think of practice today. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, join the family, turn on post notifications so you're notified every time we post a video and every time we, talk about the Packers. So join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next Packers update, which should be maybe even tomorrow. Peace.